Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading. And for this week, I thought it would be fun to scramble these up a little bit. This is one thing that I noticed as I'm becoming an adult, and I noticed from the adults around me, is that adults hate scrambling things up. They have their pattern that they've been living, and they don't change it. They just become stagnant in this pattern. And I think it's a good thing to scramble things up. I think the universe also likes to scramble things up, because how boring would it be to do the same thing over and over and over again for all of eternity? That would be very boring. So scrambling things up a bit helps the universe keep itself on its toes, and I think adults need to do more of that as well. You know, that's something that adults could learn from kids, is how to scramble things up a bit, how to do something new, how to try something new, instead of just having the same job and working for the rest of your life and doing the same thing over and 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 over again. So scramble things up a bit, try something new so that you can keep yourself on your toes. And this saying, jump, go for it, do it. You're Braveheart, man. Michael Scott says it's about doing, not thinking. So just jump. And do not worry, the universe will literally be there to catch you with your own fun bouncy castle. You just gotta jump. You just gotta go for it right now, Sagittarius. 10 of Wands and the 6 of Cups with pleasure. Interesting. I have no idea how to interpret these two cards together, because the 10 of Wands is all about burdens, right? He has so much in his life. Maybe this is the pattern that you are living, right? You have all of this stuff that you feel like you have to carry for the rest of your life. Imagine the difference between dropping all of these 10 Wands and being able to walk free and light. But no, you have carried all of these responsibilities, all of the things that you say you have to do, and obviously it's not working for you. This guy is going to be tired. Look at that, his back probably hurts. My back is hurting just by looking at that guy. But it's paired with the 6 of Cups, which is pleasure. Maybe you want to feel something, and having all of these responsibilities makes you feel like something. Having all of these people makes you feel pleasure. Having all of this trauma makes you feel something, makes you feel some pleasure, but you're mistaking it for pleasure. The 6, I just noticed that that's also card number 6, so maybe this one is paired over here instead. See, because that doesn't feel right to me, you know? So pleasure. Maybe it is, it's as simple as soon as you let go of these, as soon as you jump, right? Pleasure will literally start filling your life again. Maybe you haven't felt pleasure in a long, long time, and that is why you feel stagnant, right? That is why you feel like life is such a burden, but it really isn't. You have just created it into a burden. Not that it's your fault or anything. I mean, things just kind of happen as well, but it's a good thing when these things happen too, because it can lead us into something new, into something even better. Pleasure. Going with the flow. And then we have the 4 of Cups, which is luxury, which are emotions. Okay, I think we just say focus on your emotions here. If this wand doesn't bring you pleasure, drop it. If this wand doesn't bring you pleasure, drop it. If this wand brings you pleasure, keep it. If this wand brings you pleasure, keep it. If this wand doesn't bring you pleasure, drop it. So you really got to listen to your emotions, because the cups. This is the Ace of Cups, which is the Ace cards are the God cards of each element. And by that, I mean God as in like nothing, right? Nothing created the universe. That's the God that created the universe. But the thing about nothing is that nothing can become whatever it wants to be. As soon as that nothing turns into something, well, it's hard for that something to turn into something else, right? But if you're nothing, then it's very easy for you to become anything. So same here, right? It's very easy for this guy to be anything else than whatever this is, because, you know, maybe he feels that as soon as he drops these wands, the world might end or something. But okay, I think that makes sense right here. If this wand doesn't bring you pleasure, drop it. Whatever doesn't bring you pleasure, make sure you drop it. Whatever does bring you pleasure, go ahead and keep it, and jump. Do it now. Go with the flow. We have the flow here with Four of Cups, luxury. We go from feeling all of this burden into feeling a life of luxury, and your emotions are the ones that are determinant of that in this situation. So we are looking for feelings of pleasure. We are looking for feelings of I am exactly where I need to be, and I don't need anything because I am literally going with the flow. This guy doesn't need anything. He's just having a good time, relaxing, going with the flow. That is what we are looking for now. So drop the wands that don't serve you pleasure anymore and start going with the flow. Just jump into that water, jump into this new flow that you would like to live, this new life that you would like to live. Yeah, make sure to throw those away. I keep wanting to go back to this. This is going to be the most important part of this situation, is you dropping the things that don't bring you pleasure, right? Just throw them, make them jump, jump away, and keeping the ones that do, you know. And maybe there's 4 out of these 10 that are good for you. So, politics, yep, okay, and the Emperor. All right, perfect. So, politics, this is about pretending to be something that you are not, okay? So maybe over here you are pretending to be in pleasure, you are pretending to be in luxury, when really you are not feeling that way. And it's time to drop that mask. It's time to face the truth. It is time to jump, because you deserve it, all right? You deserve to also feel pleasure, you know. You deserve to also feel relaxed, not like this. Stress isn't what you want right now. Relaxation is what you are looking for. So let's stop pretending that you are feeling something that you are not. Okay, start embodying exactly how you feel, exactly what you want, exactly what it is going on. Start facing the truth and the facts instead of pretending that things aren't the way that they are. Emperor, right? He is going to say exactly what's on his mind. He is going to say exactly how he feels. He is going to set boundaries on those things that don't bring him pleasure. The Emperor is going to, this is going to be a new pattern of you embodying your own power. Okay, we start with the wands, this burden, and then look at, we end with you wearing the wands. Okay, so we got to thank these wands to lead us over here, but that doesn't mean that we got to take them with us. As you can see, this guy has a bunch of wands. This guy only has one, because that is all he needs. He doesn't need much, just like this guy as well. He doesn't need much. He's just going with the flow. Yeah, I feel like this is just the most important part right here. Focus on this. Focus on dropping the things that don't bring you pleasure anymore, and keep the ones that do, you know, if there are some. So just jump. Go for it. 23. Okay. Yes. Interesting. So do you feel like you have to work hard to achieve what it is that you want? Right? Maybe this is, oh, I need to do all of these things to feel like I deserve the reward, you know. But this card is saying that's not true. This card is saying that everything that you want in life, you get, you deserve, right? Life says that you already did the hard part. You are alive, and just for being alive, you deserve everything that you truly desire. You don't need to do all of this work. You just make sure you got to be yourself, right? You're Braveheart, man. And stop pretending, you know, to be something that's not, you know. This kind of feels like I'm my background is Catholic, right? So for Catholics, it's like, oh yeah, you do all of these things and then you get into heaven, right? life says no, you don't have to do all of those things. Like, you have to, you know, go and confess. You have to go and damn, it's been a long time since I've been to church. There you go, you got to go to church every Sunday. You know, all of those feel like a burden, and they're not necessary. You just gotta be who you are, you know, go with the flow. You just gotta, that's literally being something that you're not, you know, just because you're following someone else's rules that say, like, that doesn't mean that you will achieve whatever this reward is, like, just because you're following the rules. No. What matters is who you are, you know, and your life. Number 10. Yes. Okay, see, this is stresses. The stresses are very huge, huh? Because this is the card that's here to remind yourself of how small you are, you know, and that's not a bad thing. It's just reminding you that you are part of this huge universe, you know, this huge never-ending universe. But it feels like if I don't go to church on Sunday, the world is going to end. You know, that's not true. The world is going to keep going. But it doesn't mean just to be whoever, whatever, do whatever, you know, and nothing matters. Well, yes, nothing matters, but we give life meaning. We are life. So it says going outside might help, going into nature, right? Reminding yourself how small we are, because sometimes everything that we do feels so big and our stress feels so big, but really we are very small, you know. And so it's good to just explore it. It's good to relax. It's good to have fun. It's good to be outside and remind yourself who you are, you know, that we are part of this environment. We aren't in charge or anything, really. We're just part of a big whole, you know. We're literally just a tiny little being in a massive, beautiful place. And that is the truth. That is who we are. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I really hope this helped, Sagittarius. If it did help, please help me with a like, a comment, and subscribe if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.